just finished the 5th Green Auto Summit here in Böblingen near Stuttgart. It was a pleasure to have everyone from the industry exchanging knowledge, networking, sharing their ideas at the event.
Lots of challenging moments in case of what's happening in the market right now. On the other side, you see some progress as well as it's continuing. So EV is unstoppable, as we heard yesterday.
We heard amazing presentations with a lot of content around charging, battery technology. The major question was around how we cope with a steeply rising demand.
I was presenting the Portuguese model for electric mobility. Portugal has a slightly different model from the rest of Europe, where we have a separation between the CPOs and the MSPs and the activity of each company. I think it was on the exact moment to share that information here in Germany, because the German government launched tender for heavy-duty vehicles network. That model is basically what we have working in Portugal for the past 15 years.
We need some standardization, maybe even by legislation, but doing that need to be focused on being easy and being customer-centric. So I think we need to get a little bit out of our minds just thinking about ourselves, moving into the customer perspective and making sure that the customer perspectives and the use cases are recognized in the legislation, in the standardization, everything we are doing.
I would say it's a very well-connected audience, very pleasant and constructive conversations during the break sessions, but also very informative and up-to-date topics were raised on stage.
It's a young industry and it's meeting here, so you have a lot of really interesting discussions which you can already start at a very high level without educating, because you're already talking to somebody who's a professional in the EV charging industry.
We have a diverse discussion with different type or players in the industry. I also like the aspect that there is some new and startups here which bring some new ideas and maybe even help us with what we discussed before to create solutions for the challenges.
We had some really interesting technical novelties. We're talking a lot about flexible pricing, about the possibility to provide services to the grid, which will provide value to the grid, and also to look at what are the novelties, what are the new things that are going to come in the EV charging sphere.
I admired the enthusiasm towards 2025 and the years to come for an EV situation which is currently as a mobility situation in transformation. And that's why the Green Auto Summit proved to be a very valuable base for not only networking but also getting a lot of content out from experts from the industry.
Once again, I would like to thank you to all our sponsors, partners, and attendees that were here today that helped to have these discussions, brought questions and insights from their everyday work. We're really looking forward to seeing all of these people again next year in the 6th edition of the Green Auto Summit, again in Stuttgart.